So what did you make of this offer that was announced yesterday, the $10,200 vouchers?
It's actually $80,200 vouchers that they've put out there, Peter. So it was a
Even better.
pretty big, yes, indeed,
Yeah.
$16 million worth of vouchers within the $32 million package. There was also, what was really great was that they basically did a top up to the business cost assistance program. So all eligible businesses can now apply for up to $7,000 worth of grants. So it was a good boost because obviously, operators are on their knees here in Victoria. It's been a very, very tough time. But, look, at the end of the day, what we really want is to get open. The support packages are great, but operators just want to get back to business again, and the sooner the better.
But this also includes 70,000 vouchers from a previous scheme that's also on offer, right? So it's all inclusive. That's what leads it to 80,000.
Yeah, well, there were tranches of 40,000 vouchers to regional Victoria, actually over three different occasions. The latest voucher program, which was 40,000 vouchers, were available, or I should say, eligible to be used until the 31st of May. This latest tranche of vouchers is a combination of a bit new, but also a bit of the residual of what was unused. So in that way, we can make sure none of that value goes to waste. So it's a combination of a couple of things. The eligibility dates, of course, however, for this tranche of vouchers will need to wait until we see when we come out of lockdown.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? These vouchers are no good if the state's locked down.
That's right. That's right. So they are holding off on putting any dates on when the vouchers need to be used by to, of course, give Melburnians the chance to get out and travel because people living in the Greater Melbourne region are really the bulk of travel into regional Victoria. And unfortunately, even though regional Victoria is open, and look, that is good for the local communities, it means that many businesses can operate. From a tourism point of view, when you shut down Greater Melbourne, you actually shut down the visitor economy in the whole of the state.
Yeah. So would you be pushing for the government to open up the state, open up the city again of Melbourne before Thursday, considering these numbers are only a handful every day?
I guess the difficulty is there's still a lot of unknowns out there, and particularly with this new strain of the virus, I know that has people pretty nervous down here, and we still have an awful lot of exposure sites that are happening around the state. I know they're trying to get a hold of. I think we've pretty well resigned ourselves to the fact, Peter, that we're going to stay in lockdown until Thursday, end of Thursday, midnight on Friday, really. But what we are hoping, most importantly, is that when we do come out of lockdown, we really do need to see some expedited roadmap to get us out of where we are. I don't know if you recall, but when we went through lockdown 2.0, it was a very long and protracted process to get ourselves out of the situation that we were in. The industry operators and of all sorts of businesses were actually confined to really tight restrictions. We had, the 1 per 4 square meter density rule, which made operations very, very difficult. So a lot of those restrictions actually made businesses very unviable. We can't really see that happening again. This time round, we need to see some quick return to the levels that we were operating at before we went into this latest lockdown. We were doing really well down here. Businesses were booming. We were pretty well back to normal before this lockdown. And that's where we need to get to and get to quickly.
Okay, Felicia Mariani, the CEO of Victoria's Tourism Industry Council. Thanks for your time. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Peter. Nice to speak with you.